What up, everybody? Iceman on the Iceman's Return YouTube channel this Sunday, March 26th. All right, as we've read this week, there's been a lot of rumors, reports. Vince McMahon has offered a good deal to the Sinclair Company to buy out Ring of Honor. Now, this offer is on the table for a certain amount of time, and if Sinclair does not accept it, it'll be taken off the table. But what does this mean? Simply for me, what it means is I like the fact that there are other promotions out there doing their own thing, having their own identity, doing things the way they want to do it. And this is what I've always liked about territories. You know, back in the past, I've discussed this many, many times. I loved it when the Crockett's owned NWA. I thought NWA was the best promotion out there ever. I really, really did, even though it was just a small part of the world of wrestling. Um, and then, of course, we all know the history of that. Okay. Um, with ECW gone, WCW gone, AWA gone, WCCW gone, we still have, you know, relatively, since the beginning of the 2000s, we've had Ring of Honor and now Impact Wrestling, formerly TNA Wrestling. Um, a buyout by the WWE of Ring of Honor, which right now, to me, I mean, and I'm not counting New Japan Pro Wrestling because it's on the other side of the world, even though we do get to see it. But a buyout of Ring of Honor by the WWE is just another step for the domination of a huge monopoly held by the WWE to control all of professional wrestling. And my issue with it is it all will be the WWE way. This is what I have against all this. Yeah, it will bring more superstars within Raw, within SmackDown, within NXT. It will bring different matches. But you're going to have such a large group of superstars, people are going to be left out. And that's always the case. And it will be once again. You're going to have stars of today. If this merger or buyout ever happened, stars of today may be stars of yesterday. Because the guys like Adam Cole, um, maybe Jay Lethal, the Young Bucks, they're all going to be put on a pedestal. And you're going to see constant matches of those guys, which is going to take time away for those stars that used to be on a regular basis. But more importantly, we won't have that alternative to turn to. You know, that unique identity of a wrestling promotion. I think Ring of Honor is unique. I like the way their name, of course, Ring of Honor. Uh, they have special ways, you know, the handshakes and whatnot before and after matches. It's respect. Uh, and it's basically more wrestling than it is entertainment. Uh, much like Impact Wrestling throughout its years, I thought it started developing a huge following. They had a great roster, but when stars departed from the WWE or WWF, TNA brought them in, and this is what they did, what I was just talking about. They started showcasing those former WWF, WWE stars, and the rest of the guys were like of yesterday. So this is going to happen. There's positives and there's minuses. But for me, if the territory days were back and they all were televised, we'd have a hell of a lot more fun watching the world of professional wrestling. We really would. Because those that never lived the territorial days, never got to see it, you don't know what you're missing out on. Just for an example, go back and watch some of the old AWA tapes. Watch when Nick Bockwinkel was champion. Watch when Jerry Lawler was champion, or Curt Hennig, the late Curt Hennig, Rick Martel. Hulk Hogan was in AWA. Go back and watch WCCW, the Von Erichs, the late Gino Hernandez, Gentleman Chris Adams. There was just, they were all unique as far as their programming went. It was just fun to watch. WCW became what was NWA Wrestling from the Crockett Promotions. And when WCW emerged, Eric Bischoff took over with the ownership of Ted Turner. We saw some major changes, which some were good and some were bad, because Bischoff created the NWO, which was first originated by Kevin Nash and Scott Hall, and then implemented with Hulk Hogan. And Hulk Hogan had that title more than anybody ever did. And the NWO was showcased more on WCW programming than any of the rest of the WCW stars. So don't jump too quickly and want to see WWE purchase Ring of Honor, because down the line you're going to say, why did we want this to happen? And sooner or later, if Vince McMahon and WWE owns all the world of professional wrestling, he's not going to care about his product. He has no competition whatsoever. And as it stands now, there's really no competition to WWE, because it's still up on a pedestal with everybody else below him. But the man isn't satisfied by having a cup that is 7/8 full. He's got to have the cup totally full. Those are my thoughts. Those are my opinions on this Sunday. This is the Iceman on the Iceman's Return YouTube channel. Have yourself a great day, everybody. Peace out.